Hey guys, what's up? JPCowFace here, and we are back with episode 2 of our brand new playthrough on Civilization 6, playing as America, and more specifically, playing as old Abe Lincoln. So, where did we get to on the last episode? We've managed to get 4 cities down: Washington, Cincinnati, New York, and Boston. And things are looking okay so far. We've got a bit of a plan laid out for Washington, our capital, and yeah, looking forward to getting a campus down. We want to try and get a good science on the go pretty early on, and yeah, turn Washington into a rather productive city, hopefully. So let's carry on and see what we can get done in this episode. All right, so we've got a bit of cash to buy some tiles over at Boston. I think for food wise, city growth, we'll start off with buying this wheat tile. We haven't got loads of excess food at Boston, so I think it would be a good idea to get that online. And we were just heading out to the east here, just to open up the map a little bit more. We do know we've got someone living up here, and for the whole episode, first episode, all we met is Mexico City. We've got to see if we can get around the bottom of these mountains here and see if we can find a way through. Though I can see sea here as well, so likely chances we're not might not actually have a way through here. But we'll keep on exploring and have a look. We've got some source of iron at New York, so we're going to get that online and get a Eureka for iron working. So that will be helpful. We do love our Eurekas. We've got we have free inquiry at the moment during our Dark Age. I think part of the reason why we were stuck in a Dark Age, we really had hardly any era score in that first era. Literally because we were so limited to we had barbs to our south and we had barbs to our east as well, and we just didn't really have anywhere to go and explore, any civs to find or other city states or natural wonders. So yeah, I'm hoping for a bit of a better run in this era, get a bit of a better era. All right, so we've completed foreign trade there, and we can get access to a trader now, so that'd be good. We can send a trader to Mexico City, and we can get a little bit of extra cash coming in. So we'll start that off with, we should be able to afford a trader, and we'll buy one from Washington. Get that going as soon as possible. Right, for our next civic, and I feel like it'd be a good idea to get early empire down, and we can get a bit of a boost to getting more settlers built and sent out. So I'm a little bit hesitant about introducing ourselves to our neighbors, but we will get that done shortly. All right, so we need to, let's get our builder. What are we doing with our builder here? I think we could probably do with putting a mine on this tile over here. We have got Magnus in at Washington, so we could benefit from clearing more woods as well. And let's just work out what we're going to build next. Well, we've got one turn until we can put our campus, start building on campus at least. So let's just put one turn into building a monument. We just for a bit of clarification as well, we're playing on a shuffled tech tree and civic tree. So what techs we have to learn is a bit hit and miss. We do want to get sailing down so we can get things like the crabs and, more importantly, the whales online. But yeah, so it's the order isn't so predictable, but I think once we've done writing, we will certainly move on to sailing next. In fact, while I'm here, I'll lock that in now. So that's going to take masonry actually, and then sailing. But masonry is something we're going to want to get down for sure anyway. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get the boost for that. There's no stones around to build any quarries, so we're just going to have to live with that for the moment. We don't have irrigation yet. Irrigation is something we've got boost for, but we haven't got that yet either. That will be something. We've got wine here. We want to get that online. Where else can we use this builder that's going to be helpful though? We've not got a lot of food at New York either, so I'm thinking maybe until we can get our sailing done and improve the sea tiles, maybe just have to stick a farm in this location here. Okay, we're getting this wheat online. All right, so there it is. We've met Indonesia and Gitaja. She's obviously found us here, so not sure where she was exactly. There's writing down. We got the boost for the last turn. Or did that even count as the last turn? I'm not even sure, really. Right, so we can go to Washington and we can switch over to our campus. +5 campus, so that's going to be really sweet for us. And we will clear these woods and try and get that complete quicker. All right, so do we want the free gold from Mexico City, or do we want to boost growth and production at Washington? And I'm going to go for the food and production, I think. So let's connect up Washington and Boston. And there's a Eureka for currency from doing so. We'll quickly just heal up our archer before we have a look down there. We don't want to run into any barb camps while we're injured. Yeah, I'm not sure where Gitaja popped up from, but she obviously found us from somewhere. Okay, let's roll our builder around to this jade, and we can get that online for Boston too. Where is our guy working? Let's pop the wheat online, get that worked. That will grow our city just a little bit quicker. Let's carry on having a look, see what we can find. We will clear this tribal village. That's 20 diplomatic favor. That will do nicely. And we can sell one of our diamonds to Gitaja for 12 gold a turn, which isn't bad really. I quite like that. Let's accept that. Let's also send Gitaja a delegation as well. Let's try and keep a friendly relationship going. So she's met quite a few civs here. So we are really, that just shows how cut off we really are. So we've not met any of those other civs. I'm assuming this might be her. Doesn't really look like the right color, but Rome. Okay. So yeah, that's not her. We could. Knowing we're going to get some more jade online, we could offer a jade out. No interest in jade. That's fine. All right, let's keep having a look out. Let's just go up on these hills so we've got a bit of a further line of sight. And we'll do the same with our warrior here. Okay. So we've got some nice land we can expand into over to our east. And we have got this area in here as well. Not going to be brilliant growth, city of growth, but we've got some really, really cool spots for a nice campus or whatever. We might be able to pop 2 cities over here and really sort of try and benefit from a couple of real high campus positions. Right, let's clear these woods for the campus. It's down to 3 turns. And I may may just buy this other tile and we clear the other woods as well. And that's just going to help push that along even more. All right, so we're just going to need to wait a turn, I think, to buy that other tile for New York, before we can get that online. How many turns we're going to be waiting for sailing? So 5 turns until we can get sailing done. And we have a couple of build charges, so yeah, I wait a turn, buy that tile, and then we wait and get this Wales resource of Wales online for New York here. All right, let's move this guy back to these woods and clear that. Let's see what we can find down here. You can wait a turn. It's just all right. So here, this looks like it could probably be Kataja. Right, she has no feelings towards us. Yeah, would quite like to try and develop the relationship with Kataja. I'm wondering if I could offer her something to keep her even sweeter. I mean, would you like to? Let's bring up the deals. She'd be happy for some iron. Maybe she can take some of the Diplo favor as well. It's not a brilliant deal. All right, I'll leave that for the moment, and hopefully she can just learn to love us. Chances are pretty slim, but we can hope. There is Taruga though. That's nice. We've met a scientific city-state. Obviously not the first civ to meet them, but we do have another envoy to send out. So we could just boost our science up a little bit with sending an envoy to Taruga, or we could get become Mexico City's suzerain, which we won't really get any benefit from. Yeah, until we have industrial zone, water park, or entertainment complex. So yeah, we'll keep this to send to Taruga and get a little boost to our science. Get even more boost once our campus is down as well. Okay, so let's buy this tile for New York. You can see they're actually stagnant at the moment, so they are struggling. Let's just make sure we are working the right tiles for their food. Yeah, they're probably, yeah, there's no better tiles there until we can get one of these sea resources online. Kataja has finished building the Machu Picchu. That's how far ahead she is. Okay, let's cross the river and see. Right, so we've got this mountain range here cutting us off as well. That's going to be another big reason why we've not really been exposed to anyone. Right, let's move up with our warrior towards Taruga, and we can finish off looking around down here with our vampire. Now, there is a +3 era score for completing our +5 campus, which is nice, and we've completed early empire as well. So let's plug in colonization in for Ilkham, and I think we can swap out discipline for something else as well now. Let's be good to get our second tier government online. Pretty limited at the moment, but let's go with Agog. Probably be a good idea to get some more military units out where possible. We do as Abe Lincoln We do have his Emancipation Proclamation, where we will get a free melee unit from building industrial zones and their buildings. So that'll be something really good to keep in mind when we get to the point of being able to build industrial zones. We are going to basically get and be able to build a free army, because they don't even require resources to create or maintain as well. So it's a really quite strong bonus there for when you're building industrial zones. They're going to be really key for us. I think we probably want one in every city where we can. And also I was going to say, the reason we went with single impact and God of Empire was I didn't really want to use the same secret society as I did in the last playthrough as the English Empire, which was House of Minerva. And out of all the secret societies, I kind of felt that House of Minerva was probably the most beneficial. But yeah, but I just wanted to mix up a little bit. I didn't want to go for the same one. So there we've met Montezuma. Honored to meet you. We would love to sample your hospitality. Okay, right. So that was actually Monty. That's a delightful neighbor to have. That's like finding in you've moved in next door to a squat or something. For those that don't know what a squat is, yeah, like if you're in America, it's basically where a house gets taken over by a load of people, and they just use it to live in, and they block up all the doors and windows, and you can't get them removed. They wreck the house and just use it as just a bit of a shithole to live in, really. So, all right, I would have preferred that to be Guitarja, but it's not. It's Monty, and the Cinderman delegation try and get chummy with Monty as well. And yeah, okay, so it was totally blocked off here, down to our south. So we'll just move back and just check out these other two little sections here and find out whether that is all blocked off as well. Right, after getting the +3 for our campus and meeting the Aztecs, we are now comfortably into our normal era for our next era. So we've got 11 points to get for our next era, and we've got some time, so we might well manage to get a golden age for our second era, which will be pretty cool. All right, after early empire, we've only got the one choice, military tradition, before we can move on to theology to access everything else. So we might as well just plug straight into theology. We've got to get that done to be able to move past it. So that's fine, we just have to do that. Okay, right, so what do we want to do next? We want to get a library built in at our campus and boost our science up as much as we can. Okay, but we have another governor tile, and I think this will be the time to get Pingala, put Pingala in at Washington. And where's going to be our next best location for Magnus? And I think perhaps Cincinnati. Maybe. Right, okay. Right, it's not going to be New York. They've got nothing really to clear. So Boston or Cincinnati. Let's go with Cincinnati. Okay, all right. We can't afford to buy the tile yet for Boston, so we're just going to have to hold on there and wait. All right, and there is masonry completed for us, so we move straight on to sailing. That's only going to take us 2 turns now. We've got a bit more science coming in, so that's cool. Still have to wait a little bit to get that tile bought, and he's waiting 2 turns, and we can get out and get those whales online. Right, so we should, I think we should make a mine on this grasslands hill. Yeah, that's probably going to make the most beneficial tile next for us. Okay, let's deal with this scout. Let's keep on having a little snoop about. Oh, right. Right, that's unlocked a hermetic order. Though we are already, we've already got our secret society. So that has unlocked the Deity, and that is a beautiful, beautiful natural wonder. We are 100% would be absolutely madness if we didn't got to get over here and try and get down a couple of cities, I reckon, because it's two tile wonder, and it provides +3 gold, +2 culture to adjacent tiles. The cities that owns a tile receive +4 gold on its outgoing international trade routes too. But I reckon we could, you could get a good city benefiting from the tiles on one side, and you can on the other side too. So yeah, that is going to be an absolutely sweet location for a couple of cities there for us. And that's given us another 3 era score as well. So we're edging closer to a potential golden age for next era. So we're down to 8. Yeah, I'll wait another turn to buy that tile and get our jade online, and then we can sell that for some more gold coming in. Monty is after our iron, but I'm kind of keen to hold on to that. It's only 3 a turn for 14. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that, unless you want to offer us a luxury resource or 2, and then maybe some gold. So you're offering 3. That's better. No horses. All right, now that makes a bit of a better deal. He obviously wants the iron. He's come to us, asked for the iron, and we can get 2 luxury resources and 3 gold a turn from that. So okay, that makes it a lot more acceptable. We'll go with that. And Gataja did like us for a second, but now she doesn't. That's unfortunate. All right, let's buy this tile now. No, it's gone up to 70. We couldn't even afford it anyway if it was still 65. Right, one more turn. One more turn, we can wait. All right, Monty's got swordsman. He's struggling for loyalty here, so makes me curious who else he has about. There's the Romans right here, so that's probably where he's struggling from. You can see their border just snaking the edge of this mountain range right here. Okay. Right, we're down to 7 points for a golden age. Right, library's completed at Washington, and that is nice. Yeah, let's build a settler. We need more cities. More cities, more power. Okay, you can wait. You're waiting. You are waiting one more turn as well. And let's just keep on finding the right locations for around the Piatiti. All right, so we've just finished sailing as well. So let's quickly go in and see where we want to go to next. The wheel will be good. Irrigation, we want that as well for that resource of wine. So I'm going to plug those 2 in. I'm going to take 3 turns to get them done, and then I think it would be good to move on to ironworking after that. Getting currency as well. We've got a few cities that are inland cities, so we're going to need the benefit of the commercial hubs as well there. All right, so I just clicked off that. Let's do this right. Here we go. We've got them lined up. And then we'll see what other text we got revealed after that. Be nice to get the boost for horseback riding as well. And what I just noticed as well. So we've got this resource of horses here. But I'm going to want to get straight over to the Deity. And we'll get this resource of horses online there. We're going to have some real nice tiles around here. But yeah, so it's going to be good. We've only got iron as a strategic resource at the moment. So we can get, luckily, a couple of resources of horses on the go as well. And we may be able to get this resource of iron for ourselves as well. We really don't want Monty spreading down here if we can help it. All right, so let's carry on. There's another scientific city-state right here. And we have discovered Mount Vesuvius as well. So that's cool. And that's Hattusa. That's given us our inspiration for political philosophy as well. We finally met 3 city-states. And yeah, that's really taken a long time to just meet them. So that'll be good. That's another bit of boost to our science when we can get some envoys in there. They would like us to train a heavy chariot. Taruga would like us to construct an encampment. They're both things we could potentially do. So we will think about getting that done. Let's move our archer back down now. With a neighbour like Monty, we do not want to be straying too far with our military units. That's for sure. Right, we can buy this tile now, and we will get this other resource of jade online. And we can also move out, and we get those whales online too. Right, so we have... No one wants our jade, and I'm not sure why, but that's fine. Someone will want it eventually. We've just got to meet the right person, I guess. All right, let's just see what else lies beyond. There's another tribal village there. A nice little goodie hut for us. Yeah, we got the era score for finding Mount Vesuvius. So we're now only 6 away, and we've still got a little way to go. So things are looking all right. All right, so we have completed the wheel. That was obviously only taking us 1 turn to do that. We can get whales online. Right, and we can get a mine built here. So that's a nice 2 production tile for Washington. Just to see what our guys are working here. Yeah, probably the best tiles we've got to be working. It's a bit weird. I've got more space than we did on our last playthrough as the English Empire, but I feel that some of these city locations are very similar, except for the ability to get some good adjacency bonuses for our campuses with the presence of mountains. But growth-wise, not got very high food locations, so growth in our cities definitely on the slow side. All right, so let's just keep having a little nosy about with our warrior. It might be beneficial, and now we can get up there to get a scout built where we can and send them out and keep our military units back. Like I said, having a neighbour like Monty, you just never know what's gonna happen. Do we want to change any policies at the moment? We've no point doing maneuver. We haven't got an access of horses at the moment, so that would be a little bit pointless. Get the hey, and when you know it, we were just talking about getting a scout, and we got a free scout. So that's nice. We'll move our scout out, and he can go on beyond Monty here and just see what is out in the big wide world, and we'll see what we can find. Okay, so this is blocked as well. We keep on moving up and just see if this is blocked here, and if it is, we just have to wait until we can embark on water to get around and possibly see if there's any other city locations on the other side of this mountain range for us. Talking about horses, Monty was willing to offer us horses, but I'm happy to wait. No one wants Jade still. Right, so Magnus is now established in Cincinnati, and Bengala is established in Washington. So that's got our science up to 22.4. Still some way off the AIs, but it is coming up. So yeah, we want to look at getting campuses built at our other cities as well as getting some more settlers out, getting some more cities down. Yeah, we always far more needing to be done than we can actually do. But there's irrigation completed for us, so we can benefit from getting this wine online. We need to get a new builder from somewhere. I'm not got cash to buy one at the moment, but it shouldn't take too long to get the cash for that. Right, so let's move on up with our scout. And let's come back with our warrior now. And let's just explore the rest of our land that we've got to work with. It is quite nice that we've got this kind of cut off. We can probably kind of look at the our border can kind of be this river spay across here, and look at it like we've got all this land to work with. So we could get quite a few cities down. I'll look at doing a plan for where we're going to put cities in a minute, once we kind of opened up the rest of the tiles around here, see what we've got to work with, and then we'll make some sort of plan. Delegation from Kataja, I'll take that, and you want to be friendly as well. All right. Okay, let's make a friendship. Might as well while we can. Okay. Monty's not too keen on us. He thinks we settled near them. He's going to hate it when I settle near this iron. But it is what it is. Right, keep on going down and having a look about. Yeah, I don't trust. I mean, it's pretty normal for anyone that's you know, pretty much got any experience in Civ, if they've played with Monty as one of the other civilizations. He's not to be trusted, really. He's a bit of a dirty dog. Right. He'd quite happily make out he's your friend. And, yeah. Be like, yeah, we could be friends. Or, I'll meet you down the pub, we can have a drink. And then you go down there, and while you're waiting for him to meet you down there, he's back at your house robbing your house. That's the sort of guy he is. So I won't hold my hopes up that we'll be able to stay at peace with Monty. Alright, there's a free shot on a barbarian galley. We'll get a bit of XP for that. Right, New York has built its granary, which is going to help with our growth. What do we want to build next? And let's build a watermill, because that's also going to help us with a bit of food and production at New York. And that will also give us a Eureka as well. How much do we need for a builder? 280. Just apologize for phone going off. It's going a bit crazy. All right, so we've got 1 era score for completing ironworking, and we are now into the classical era as far as techs are concerned. So yeah, that's moving us straight onto currency for us. And keep on just scouting out this area, and then we can make some sort of plan what we're going to do city location wise. So there is potentially a passageway through these mountains. Next is just to see if there's anything on the other side that we could work with. Right, monument has been completed in Cincinnati. What do we want to? So we've got not very good food at Cincinnati as well. So granary and a watermill are probably on the agenda for us here. So let's actually queue them both up. I think that'd be worthwhile. Yeah, we had the promotion on Magnus for provisions, which means we don't lose population when we build a settler. Now, that's going to be a bit difficult from Cincinnati. So once we can afford a builder and we can get some of these woods cleared, I would probably like to move them out somewhere that's got a bit better production going on. Yeah, the only real place for that at the moment is Washington, but we want to keep Bengala at Washington because he's just helping boost our science there for the moment. All right, so that's a decision we got to work out because we haven't got any like big growth cities. We wanted that promotion to put that promotion to use so that yeah, these slow growing cities weren't taking a big hit when we pop out any settlers. So Monty would like some iron. Qataj would like some iron. I thought Monty wanted some iron. I see things. Only 7 to a turn. Alright. It's not amazing. I'll take it. It's a little bit extra gold. And still no one wants any jade. Would anyone want some whales though? Monty would like whales. And I think I might take that for the gold. Yeah, let's take that. We should be alright for amenities at the moment. So we've got 4, 2, 2, and 3. So yeah, we're okay. And we can get this wine online soon as well. And sugar potentially soon. And then we've got cotton up here. We do have amenities around. So that will be okay for us. But I like that little bit of extra gold for the moment. Let's just see about potential campus locations. We don't want to spend the money because we need to buy a builder. So perhaps we will put time into building a granary here at Boston. Another kind of low food city for us. All right, so our vampire has picked a bad fight. Probably not a fight you're gonna win. Let's move him on a more defensible tile. He probably can't win it, considering he's only at 20 health strength at the moment. Can't die, so he can do what he can, and then he will just reappear back at our capital. So there is that. All right, keep moving out with our scout here, and we have our settler. All right, right. Question is, do we want to put our city down here? Basically, put a blockade across this river. To claim it as our territory, or do we want to go straight over and claim our cities over at the Deity? You know what? I said it was a two tile. It's a 3 tile natural wonder, isn't it? Okay, which is fine because that actually gives us more tiles in total to work that are adjacent. Yeah, gives us a whole 1 extra, I believe. So that's fine with me. So I kind of feel like it'd be good to put down the city and kind of block this area off. Hold back that pressure, that loyalty pressure from doing so. We might need to... All right, let's just have a look. We've got wine nearby, 2 lots of wine nearby. We've got the iron. And there is probably more food around here for this city growth. I'm just wondering what is the best position to put them down in. And I'm kind of thinking on this -2 tile right here, going to give us instant access for the iron. And we still have this other resource of wine in reach as well. Yeah, I just feel like that would be a better position for us. We could step back, and we'd need to rely on getting an aqueduct built as soon as possible. But I just don't really want to do that. I think I'm gonna make a bold move, and it could provoke Monty into war. Still no for my jade. No. All right. Right, Washington has built that settler. Right, so that's good. Right. Right, we could. That's an encampment. Tusa wanted a heavy chariot though. Right, we could put 4 turns into building heavy chariot. That's going to give us 1 envoy for a Hattusa as well, and that's going to be another little bonus just to pop up our science a little bit. So 4 turns for a little boost to our science. I think that is well worth it. So we'll go ahead with that. All right, we are on a reasonably defensible tile with our vampire here, so let's fortify our vampire, and we will take a beating, and then, well, that's going to be that really. Let's just sit tight with our warrior here, and we will let our settler make his way over to that location. Taja would like some iron potentially. How much would you like? And how much for? 73 gold a turn. Are you at war at the moment? You are not at war yet, but probably will be going to war with Monty. And Monty's being friendly as well. Let's declare a friendship with Monty. Probably will piss off Gataja a little bit. We will sell her some iron and make her happy. Probably the last bit of iron we want to sell. It's going to give us 73 gold. We can afford to get our builder now at Cincinnati, so let's do that. All right, but yeah, it's probably the last bit we want to use. We probably want sell. Want to collect our iron up and upgrade our warrior. It's the only unit we've got to upgrade currently, but a swordman instead of a warrior will be much better. So there is potentially another city location in this direction at least. Right, what does Monty want? Monty wants my diplomatic favor, and he will give us some horses, some gold for that. Okay. Wonder if we can. No, you really don't want that jade, do you? Don't know why. Okay, horses could be good. Well, not particularly any use yet, but I'm fine with that. 6 gold a turn is really selling it. Why are you saying no now? What's got your goat, Monty? You saying? Well, that's not the deal you talked about. But we can get a bit more gold from you. So that's all right. Can we get 11? No, just sticking at 10. All right, 10 gold a turn. That's, you know, it's 300 gold for 20 diplomatic favor. let's do that. Sold. All right, and there is a currency completed for us. So when we are in the position, we can get sort of commercial hubs built at Washington and Boston, and whatever city is going to be here as well, and in these sort of locations as well. And let's carry on having a look about with our archer. All right, our builder is here in Cincinnati. Let's start with getting the wine online, and we will go exploring with our little explorer. We'll call him Dora, shall we? Okay, so we took a hit from the swordsman. It was okay. I don't think he's going to deal with the whole attack, but okay. All right, Katash would now like our jade. 11 turn. That's nice. I'll take that. And we can also build an industry on diamonds now. So that could be really beneficial for our capital as well. So we've only got 3 builds from our builder. And I was going to clear some woods around Cincinnati. But I think what I might do is we'll get this wine online. We will come up to Washington. We'll build an industry on that one of the diamonds here. And then we'll move up to this iron and get the iron online for this new city as well. And that's going to double our iron intake, which I think will be really good for us. Okay, what do we want to move on to next? Yeah, that's a good question. We've got no more boosts, unfortunately. $11 turns until we've got the watermill completed. Maybe we will go for horseback riding, because we're a long way off getting a city down for getting a pasture built. We've got no locations for a pasture, so we'll have to do that, and except we've not got the boost for it. Right, and so we've got our civics into classical eras. Now we've discovered theology, which is not going to be able to be put to much use for us. But we can see what our other civics now are on the other side. And we're going to go and get that political philosophy online as quickly as we can now, and get our second tier government underway. We are going to want to get drama and poetry online so we can get some theatre squares being built as well as soon as possible. We've not really been in a position to build a wonder to boost that. So no, we don't. We want political philosophy, and then we will line up drama and poetry straight away after that, I think. Now it was right, we're up to 4 away from our golden age, but only 5 turns. All right, that's unfortunate. All right, so we might not hit our golden age this turn. Can't think of anything off the top of my head that I can do to speed that up. Right, let's retreat a little bit with our vampire, and we'll try and team him up with our archer and try and deal with these barbarians. Alright, so we did meet another city-state. We have Muscat. They'd like me to train swordsmen. So yeah, when we have the resources and the money, we will upgrade our warrior here to a swordsman, and that should give us our envoy point for Muscat. Right, so we have an envoy, we can put that in there too, so that's gonna be our little boost to a science up to 25.7. Right, carry on running away with our vampire. We move our archer into a better position. Right, let's move out to the east and see what we can see That was our heavy chariot built from Washington though, so we should now have two envoys for Hattusa. So that's nice. Encampment is required for Taruga and the swordsman for Muscat. All right. Right. So what do we want to move on to next? Yeah, would it be nice to get a walls built? Yeah, I'm thinking about the era score. Or era score. It's yeah, it's really not likely. Unfortunately. All right. I'm gonna move our builder towards Washington to should get an industry online there. And we'll clear this tribal village as well with our archer in the next turn. Yeah, I'm not sure where to go next, and there's nothing I can think of really that's going to help. Now, one thing that will help growth in Washington is expanding our border out to, especially this sugar tile. That will give us a lot more food and potential growth. So that is going to be a good one. Yeah. So let's finish our monument, and that's going to help push our borders out a little bit quicker. All right. I missed the vampire. Cross the river. Move our archer closer. We are setting the trap. The trap that we're probably dying. Let's keep moving out. Let's find where people are. And we move up with our chariot. Right, let's get the tribal village, and we've got +1 population, and that's gone into Washington, so that is nice. Let's see where our people are working. And there's not really any better tiles still. I wonder if I could. Yeah, let's buy this tile, and we'll get that sugar online. I won't improve it just yet. I will when we get another builder built or bought. In fact, all right, okay, all right. Change plans. Let's go straight there with our builder. We will get this sugar improved and online. That's more amenities for us. And in the next turn, we should be able to afford another builder, which we can buy from Washington. Yeah, that all makes sense to me. Delegation from Monty. Thank you very much, Monty. A good friend. You have no reason to not like us. All right, so we can move one in with our archer now. We'll put a shot on the slinger. All right, and we will let's fortify and heal our vampire. Maybe he will be able to take another shot. I'm not too sure on that. But we have met Robert the Bruce. All right, Robert. Honored to meet you. We would love to sample your hospitality. Thank you very much. Right. Oh, we've got a right mix of characters in here, haven't we? Monty, Robert the Bruce, and Guitarja. All right. I'm going to say Robert the Bruce is faring poorly compared to Monty and Guitarja, though. Right, move in. We'll get that sugar online. We'll get a bit of XP, putting a shot on this galley. And we've got 1 era score for meeting the Scots. That's still 3 away with only 2 turns. Unlikely we're going to get anything done. Right, we can buy a builder. We may get, I'm not sure what we get, but we should get an era score from putting an industry down. I don't think we're going to be able to do that in time, because it's going to take the next turn to be able to move him. That will take a turn moving him onto the tile, and then by that time it will be too late. But if it is, it is, and that score will just go on to the next era. It'd be a bit annoying missing out, but it is what it is. All right, so we completed horseback riding, and we did manage to take that shot from the warrior over the way, and we can put a shot on this archer, and now just run away a little bit. Otherwise we're going to get shot from the archer, and that will just finish us off anyway. So let's run away around the back, carry on pushing out with our scout here. Robert de Bruce likes us already. Let's send him a delegation. Let's get some open borders going. That might be why no one wanted Jade. They probably will get their Jade from Robert de Bruce. I'm sorry, Robert de Bruce. There's a new Jade supplier in town. You're going to need to step aside. And you're not going to have anything I haven't already got. So we can't really trade for much, though. Let's just do that. We will become good friends. And then let's sell diamonds to Robert de Bruce for 12 a turn. And I'm happy to do that, because in the next turn we get sugar online. With this turn, rather, we get sugar online. And Monty doesn't like that at all. Monty does not like it when you have good things. You know that when he was a kid, he was the sort of kid that wasn't any good at sharing with other kids. Terrible. Right, so we can get an industry online. It's really annoying. It's going to take another turn. Yeah, just don't like it, but I'm going to have to accept it. All right, let's keep on having a look around. There is another tribal village for us, and that is lovely. I will take that. So we've probably got at least potentially to our west. We've potentially got 1, 2, maybe just 1 city location on this side. If we don't build a terrible city further down, we can locate it further up, and we can get a bit of a better food intake for a city we put here, and then we can look at putting another city over here at least. So maybe 1, 2 cities to our west. But this is where we can really get some other cities going to our east. So we're going to be putting down 1 more right here, right now. And we get an era score for that, because we settled near a floodable river. But we do have pressure, so we're going to need to move 1. Okay, so let's bring Magnus, I think, over to San Francisco. We're going to need some help keeping control of that city. And we're going to want to go straight in and try and get the monument built as soon as possible. Yeah, 1 era score away from getting our golden age, and 1 turn away. It's so close to be able to. That's unfortunate. All right. Right, horse riding complete. So let's move. What do we want to move on to next? So we're working on a lumber, a watermill. Sorry. Mathematics, because we're gonna be. Hid the stuff for a screenshot. That's okay. 3 turns away from political philosophy. Yeah, so let's figure out what we're going to build next in Washington. completed the monument. Do we want to move on to a settler? I would have liked to, yeah. Right. I think let's just get a settler plugged in. We can take a turn away from that. They're all fine. Let's go to the next turn. And I believe that we should probably have better city growth from Washington once we got that industry online. We can also pick our new government quickly. So what do we want to go with next? I'm going to say let's go with Classical Republic for this one. I'd quite like a little boost towards getting any great people points. There is 2 era score for our new era. Right, so colonization and Ilkham is probably going to be a good one for us to put in. And what do we want for our wildcard slots? Right. Let's go with... I don't think I'm going to worry about any of the city diplomatic policies just at the moment. Want to put in some policies that's going to help us keep growing our civilization as much as possible. So we had Agog in with in mind that we might be building some more units. But maybe another production in all our cities could go a long way to just getting them progressing a bit more. And then with our new city, San Francisco, in mind, if we put in Limitania or Limitani, +2 loyalty per turn for cities with garrisoned unit in it, that is going to help us soak up that pressure, which would be cool. Okay, so we need to back up with our units a bit more. Keep moving out with our chariot there. Okay, so let's get the industry online. Diamond industry. So that is that's doubled the food yield on that tile. So 4 food, 4 gold, 3 production tile for Washington there. So that is cool. We like that. Right, let's bring this guy back down. Let's perhaps get these crabs online for Cincinnati. That'll help with some growth. Move our archer up 1, put another shot on this galley here. And let's keep on exploring with our scout as well. Right. Anyway, so doesn't feel like we've got too much further, but I'm quite happy with what we've done. We have got the brand new city of San Francisco down, and we basically built a barrier between us and Monty and any other civs, really. We basically claimed this whole bit of land down here now, all the way over to here, and we've got this beautiful area here around Piatiti, and then we've found a way through, as long as Mexico City doesn't block it off with border expansion. I'm sure we can still get around that. We can swim around if we have to. We've got a bit of area over here as well we can spread out onto. So we have a nice bit of land that's already basically ours. As long as we can get some cities spreading over nice and quickly to stop people from trying to settle on it themselves. This is turning out to be a really nice bit of land for us. We had the slow start being boxed in by the 2 barb camps, but I feel like we're in a position now where where things can really start popping off for us. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how we can keep progressing as America. As for today, that's all we got for today. As usual, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment if you've got anything to comment, and please subscribe if you do that. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.